Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Fix This House. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to use wood filler. So today's product is going to be Minwax. This is actually a two-part application. I have the hardeners and the main product, so it's a 16:1 ratio. This product can be used for your interior and exterior applications, and it's really good for filling in damaged wood and filling in the gaps. Okay, so application wise, I'm going to be using various trowels and scrapers for application. Now this is going to dry up. It says on the instruction it's going to dry up within 15 minutes, so only use what you need between those times. So we're going to be covering a lot of area today, so I'm going to be mixing a lot of it with the hardener itself. So if you're interested in this product and all the materials that I use, check the description down below. I'm going to leave all the links of how to get this product and all my tools that I've used. But thank you once again for tuning in, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please press that subscribe button and press that like button down below so you can further support the channel and help me out with the DIY projects that I do around the house. Thank you so much. Let's get to it. So looking right here, I have a damaged area. I'm going to be using the wood filler for that. I have a bunch of the screws that I want to fill in, make it flush, and also while I installed this, I also ended up with these gaps. I want to fill those in, hopefully sand it down, make it flush, and then we can finally paint this post. There you go. Take your hardener. Now we're going to be using this as a mixing bowl. Then you're going to apply your hardener. We're going to mix this until the white hardener disappears. Okay, so right after you mix this, you have 15 minutes now, according to the instruction, to apply this material. So a slight smell into this, so I highly advise that you mix this in a properly open ventilated area. I actually have my garage door propped open so I can have ventilation. Alright, so let's go and apply this material. So here's a good example of if you don't catch it on time, the wood filler will harden up really fast. So I had this sitting out for a little bit and it did dry up on me. So I highly suggest you use a different mixing platform so you don't cross mix the hard stuff. So there are gaps right here. These are perfect to fill in. So you actually want to build a little bit over the hole so that, because when this stuff dries, it shrinks. So you want to put a little extra on the top so you don't have to go over it so much next time. So here's a small seam between the garage. Perfect place to set this stuff, because after you sand it and everything's done, that seam will be hidden and buried in there. Now here's an area of the pillar where I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on. So there's a little gap here. There's also some gaps around this area. I'm gonna put wood filler on. Little bolt areas right here. So this I'm gonna put a little bit more than usual. So there you have it, guys. Wherever the brown is, that's where I put the wood filler. We're gonna run that with a sander next. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to dry, and then we can spray everything. Once we sand everything down, we can fully paint it. Wait about 30 to an hour would be best for heavily depth areas. So I'm gonna wait for about 30 to an hour, and then we're gonna go run it down with some sand. I'm gonna run it down with a sander, and after that, once it's fully smooth, we're gonna run it down with some paint. So that's where the damage was before, after sanding it, and it perfectly blended, looks perfect. Now we can run it off with the paint and you should be good to go. That's how you use wood filler. It's flush. You can't even tell it was there. After you slap some paint on that, that'll be smooth. After we painted everything, you can barely tell that there was a chip there. All the holes that we had disappeared. Easy as that, guys. Now I'm going to touch up all that side right there with a paintbrush. I don't want to spray that beautiful wood I just put up right there. So everything else I'm going to paint with the paintbrush. After the painting and everything, you could hardly tell where you put the filler on. If you do a really nice sanding, I used an orbital sander with the 80 grit sandpaper. So I'll leave all that tools that I used on the link down below, and I'll also leave this product on the link down below. Try it out for yourself. It's very cheap, very nice, and I'd highly recommend it because you know it worked really well. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please press that like button down below so it'll further help out the channel, and please press that subscribe button down below as well, so you can always be in tune of my future videos and a lot of DIYs that is to come. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next video.